Rabbi, 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 question, question, question. What you got?
Dear Aleeza.
And Rabbi?
No, this one's just Dear Aleeza. Sorry.
Here we
They're
go
all
again.
coming in for you. You must be famous.
Oh, something like that.
I think I'm a kind, bright, attractive woman with a sense of humor. It's been challenging to find a man that is kind, generous, funny, and bright. Is there something wrong with me? Why am I missing the boat?
So my first question is, I'm thinking about this, and I made a little face here with my eyebrows. Why is the first question, is there something wrong with me? Like, I think I'd rather ask a different question. Like, where could I find somebody like that? Or why does it seem like it's so difficult to find somebody like that? The way that you asked it is there something wrong with me? Like, why should there be something wrong with you when you're looking in the world to find what you want and you haven't seen it? Well, it's a good question, because if you haven't seen it, does it exist, or is it just a unicorn, right? Because unless you stick a little horn on on a horse, you don't have a unicorn, right? Like we don't have
Right.
unicorns. I hope I didn't burst somebody's bubble just now. Yeah, there's really no unicorn.
I'm the greatest person to ever live. There's nobody greater than I.
Yeah.
Right.
So, okay. I usually, if I was going through this and I was coaching and talking to somebody, I would usually say, have you ever found anybody that looked like what you're describing? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, often I will hear people say, yeah, a couple times. How many? Usually 1 to 4 times, no more, right? Somewhere in that range of like, yeah, once, twice, 3, 4 times. Yeah, I have met people like that, but nobody recently, nobody in the last, 5 years. And I didn't pick those other people for whatever reason, yada, yada. So if you've actually seen what you're looking for in the world, I would be like, cool, then we know it exists. Now, if you haven't seen it in your dating world, then I would ask you, do you know anybody who's married like that? Like, do you know people that actually exist? Is there like a living example of what you're looking for? And as long as they can answer yes, then great. We know like somebody like that could exist in the world. What I have a problem with is when somebody says, no, I've never seen it anywhere in the world. Not single, not married. There's nobody I know that exists like this, but this is what I want. That is there something wrong with me? No, there's nothing wrong with you, but there is something wrong with the vision of who you're looking for.
Right. As a dating coach, I often say it similarly. Are you the complement of the person you're looking for? Like, if I had to nitpick this question, the person says, I am kind, bright, attractive. What they're looking for is kind, generous, funny, and bright, which is interesting. Whereas, is kind, bright, attractive the complement to kind, generous, funny, and bright?
It's an interesting question. It's a very interesting question.
Like, maybe you're looking, it
could work. But I mean, listen, if you don't like to laugh, right? Looking for somebody funny isn't going to be helpful.
That's right.
And also looking for somebody funny, I've talked about this before, I believe, but I don't like when people tell me I'm looking for somebody funny. I'd rather them tell me I'm looking for somebody who likes to laugh easily and often.
Right.
If you laugh easily and often, great. Yeah. Then we can have humor, whatever it's going to be. But like, I'm looking for somebody funny. I'm looking for somebody with exactly the type of humor that I find funny. And if they can nail that, then we can laugh. It's like,
I would push this a bit and say, you're looking for somebody who's kind and bright, and generous and funny is added bonus. Because you're kind and bright, and you're looking for someone who's kind and bright.
Yeah, but I'm not always looking for a carbon copy of me.
Not a carbon copy, but something your attraction is similarity, not differences.
Right. Attraction. But we don't know. Maybe they are generous and maybe they are funny.
Yeah. I'm just nitpicking on the question.
I'm just saying, Rabbi. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Don't just say.
No, but what's important is sometimes they're non-negotiables and sometimes they're gravy. They're added bonus. They're something more. And that would be nice if it happened, but it's not a deal breaker.
I don't know. I'm not going to, I picked a person who likes to also have some fun and humor. And if I pick somebody who was a little bit flat, I wouldn't make it in that relationship.
I
So that,
that's you, but not everybody.
but
Not everybody's like you.
they're asking for this. So I'm going to assume that if they're asking for this is like, they only listed 4 things. They didn't give you a laundry
I
list of
know,
10.
but they're also asking for it. I don't know if they're really asking for it, but they're also. That would be really great.
Okay. Well, I mean, look, we don't have the questioner, so we just have the question. So we can
Right.
nitpick it
Well,
as much as we want. But
what I
I
like to bring
I
up
think
is the
it's
value. The
but
value here.
I think it's fair to ask for those few things, but if you haven't seen it ever or not in, I like when people tell me, well, this one has this and that person has that. And like if I could make up my own little Barbie doll and Ken doll here, then I could actually have my person. But if no, I haven't ever seen it in one person. Right. So that I'm like,
Right. So then you can get married to your Barbie doll and move on.
ooh, Rabbi, you're a little spicy right now. This is you're digging in here.
There's non-negotiables, and then there's gravy. There's added bonus.
Tell us. You think that's gravy?
I think it could be.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just trying to, in your relationship, to you who's listening to us or watching us right now, you have to think about what are the real non-negotiables and what are the added bonuses.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you're looking for it. It'll be nice if the person had that. I would say you pick 2 or 3 non-negotiables and a couple that are added bonuses. And if the non-negotiables are there plus one little bit of gravy, you're good.
I have a whole thing about bonuses, by the way. I don't like that you pick your person based on bonuses. Bonuses are bonuses for a reason, right?
I agree.
If you choose to marry this person, they come with this thing, boom, bonus, it's yours. But I'm not going to choose my person based on a bonus because it throws off what I value, personality, fears, the ick factor. It throws those things off and it weighs it inappropriately because a bonus is a bonus. It's not what I actually need. But
That's
I
right.
don't know that humor for this person or for any person goes into a bucket of bonus. Like some people really, I had one friend, she needed to marry somebody who liked to make jokes, liked to laugh easily and often, was a relaxed, funny, happy, easygoing person. And she found exactly that. And their banter is funny. They're just cute together. It's just one of the, as I'm saying it, I can picture them in my mind. It's just one of those things. But I'm not a couple that needs something like that. I don't need, a comedian. I don't need somebody who's cracking jokes all the time in humor, but I like play and I like banter. And that's important to me. So it could be that humor is an important part. I think that humor is a very important part of a relationship. I don't know if it would have made it to my top 10 because I have to look back I have to see, I have notes on my lists, but I don't think that, good sense of humor, maybe fun, playful, something like that. But I don't know that good sense of humor was on my list.
I think this questioner needs to spend some time and make their list and
They
make sure they
made
know.
a list, Rabbi. That's why they asked. They got 4 things. They didn't give you 10. They gave you 4
No,
things.
I agree with you that they made the list, but maybe they didn't actually go through the process of making the list and making
Checking
it
it
consciously.
twice.
Huh?
Sorry.
Yes.
Yeah, making a reference. Okay, moving on.
Yes. I got it.
Okay. Enough. Okay, we'll give you a blessing. May you make your list. May it be filled with all the things that you are looking for. May you check it twice and see what's going on there and make sure that what you really want is on there and that everything else kind of melts away and disappears so that you can gain clarity, find your person, and do this process with
And there's nothing wrong with you and you didn't miss the boat. Amen.
Nailed it.